What's going on, everybody? My name is Jake and welcome to another new LP project on the channel. This is not Pokemon Fire Red or Leaf Green, as the intro to it might have thrown you off a bit. This is Pokemon Gaia, a ROM hack of Fire Red and Leaf Green, one that I have played a little bit many years ago and wanted to revisit because I remember when I did play, touch on it a little bit all those years ago, I actually really did like it, and just doing research on ROM hacks, this was one of the more highly rated ones that I read about that, I could get on these GBA emulators. So yeah, wanted to go ahead and start this and give it a shot, and not sure how far in advance I'll be recording this compared to when I start uploading. But with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and not watch the intro again. Let's go ahead and get started as it is Regigigas on the intro screen. Okay, it's the same freaking Fire Red intro. We don't need to read through this again. And by the time I do the Fire Red Leaf Green Nuzlocke, that'll be the third time we see that, as well as that intro. Hello there! Welcome to the wonderful world of Pokemon. The name's Redwood. I'm a Pokemon professor. I study our fascinating world and the creatures that inhabit it. I'm also an archaeologist. Unraveling the past is my passion. This creature is Kabuto, a Pokemon. Pokemon are our friends, pets, and work partners. With today's technology, we can revive Kabuto from mere fossils. Indeed, the tenacity of life is something to behold. Alright, but enough about me. Tell me, are you a boy or a girl? So, I think I'm just going to go ahead and go with the girl character, because the ROM hack is called Pokemon Gaia, and I believe Gaia is the goddess or the Titan of land, or whatever it is in Norse mythology or Greek mythology, whichever one. But I know that Kratos works with Gaia and God of War, so I think I'm going to go with the girl character for this. And also, we haven't done the girl character since our Crystal LP, so why not? So, and I know this is super unoriginal, but I'm actually going to name our character after the name of the game itself, because again, Gaia is, again, I don't think it's a goddess. I think it's a titan of the land, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to, touch up on my research on that to make sure that this name makes sense. But anyway, that's what we're going with, girl character, and I need to do lowercase because, as you saw there, the names in this game are actually in lowercase. So, you know what? Before I do that, my laptop's in the other room. Before we start a whole new adventure, let me make sure I'm not completely out of left field in my inspiration for this name. Gaia is the primordial Greek goddess personifying the earth. Okay, so it is a Greek goddess. I thought it was a titan, but recognized as a mother of all life, including the titans and Ouronis, which is the sky. So yeah, perfect. So that's what we're going with for our character. Ah, so your name is Gaia. Yes. Wonderful, Gaia. Now this adventure of yours, it will surely be one for the history books. Make it count. And it's kind of fitting because when we did our Pokemon Glazed LP and our Glazed Part 2 LP that I'm going to be working on whilst recording this as well. Again, I don't know when I'll be putting this first episode out because we need to finish up some other projects on the channel first and get some other ones, some more progress into them. But in our Pokemon Glaze LP, we did, the character's name was LJ, which stood for Long John because we were in the Tunod region on Glaze. So anyway, gosh damn, my cats are going absolutely AWOL in the background. Let's go ahead and take the potion out of the PC, which is pretty much a staple in a lot of the games, which does not omit ROM hacks. And before I get too far into it and forget, let's go ahead and do our settings. So fast text speed, I like that it automatically defaults to that. Set battle style, which is something I've done in all LPs. If you're new to Pokemon, this might be your first LP on the channel, or you haven't played the games that much before. Shift basically makes it so that when you knock out an opponent's Pokemon, if they have 2 or more, it'll tell you which Pokemon they're about to switch into, giving you the opportunity to switch your own Pokemon out for another more, favorable matchup. Set does not give you that option. Once you faint your opponent's Pokemon, they send out their next one right away. I always like that because it's the more challenging mode, and I also think as far as realism goes, it's the more realistic option because it's not like your opponent has a chance to switch their Pokemon when they knock one of yours out, and they get to see a preview of what you're about to send out. You just send out your Pokemon, and they have to keep theirs in as is. So I'm going to play on set style, which I've done for all the playthroughs. Not going to mess with the buttons or sounds. Okay. Yeah, I don't really think that would have done much. Frames, it looks like it's the same one as Fire Red and Leaf Green, which makes sense. Let's go ahead and go with the green one because it fits the fact that we're playing on Pokemon Gaia, which is, you know, named after the Earth. So, and our character's name is Gaia. Let's go and walk down the stairs. Mom! Oh, hi Gaia. We got this letter in the mail. It was addressed to you. Here, read it. Good day. You recently withdrew a book from the Cilantro Library. Cilantro Library, not cilantro. We're not making pasta. Please bring it with you to the Reliquia Ruin Totem Poles. I will wait for you there. Thank you for cooperating. So they went to meet at Reliquia Ruins, right? And they mentioned that book you got from the library. Maybe you should get it from upstairs and bring it with you. Okay. I'm assuming it's the one sitting next to our PC. Yes, okay. The Dusty Tome, alright. Right away, I like how fast... I know the text speed was set to fast to begin with, but I like how the game plays as far as, like, the smoothness of it all so far. Again, it's been about, like, maybe over 5 years for sure since I last played this game. I just remember, try these out. Hey, we get the running shoes right away. We're off to a hot start here. A+ job for the developers. Having the text speed automatically set to fast and giving us the running shoes right away. A perfect fit. Okay, Gaia, you be careful out there. Yes, Mom. We're in Cilantro Town, so we had to go to whatever ruins. As I kind of did a little bit more in Pokemon Glaze, I need to do a better job of going in and talking to NPCs because it might be helpful when we're not really sure where to go. So we were told to go where? The Reliquia Ruins, which seem to be south. I don't know what this region is called off the top of my head, but as you see here, it is a brand new region. These are all new towns and everything. Let's go ahead and talk to Celestic Town of Sinnoh. Okay, so it seems like Sinnoh is tied to this in a way. Okay, there's several patterns on the side which resemble maps. What do you guys say? Okay, it doesn't seem like these people really provide much, you know, substance. So, and we can run around indoors. That's nice. So, it said the Reliquia Ruins were more south. Hey, you can't go out there without a Pokemon. It's too dangerous. Okay, well, where the fuck am I supposed to go then? Ah, looks like we need to go this way. Right away, I like the music of this town. Cilantro condominiums. Let's go ahead and head in here and see if we can snag an item or something, maybe of value in here. You can feel moves like cut and surf without needing badges. Okay, interesting. It's the best place to relax after a long day of hiking. Alright, and let's go ahead and head upstairs. I'll try to, you know, do some of this exploration stuff off camera as well, just because, you know, based off the, wait, what did he say? Refresh my respect. You managed to capture Team 6 Pokemon. Okay. So, yeah, we don't have any Pokemon, but there's an item, so we get a free potion. So our trip into the condominiums, while we're not old enough to rent a place, was not for nothing. We do get a free potion out of it, which is good. Let's go ahead and keep heading south. And here we are at the ruins. Grandfather told me something lives beneath the totem poles. That can't be true, though, surely. We shall see. This looks like an interesting character here. Can you sense the spiritual energy here? It's overwhelming, okay? Just based off the purple hair, it seemed like that person would be more than just a regular NPC, but I guess not. You took your time. Sorry, old lady. These totem poles are fascinating, are they not? For years they have stood here, and nobody truly knows before. They are said to be constructed by the elders of Orptus. Enough about that, though. I called you here because of the book in your possession. It doesn't belong to the library. It's actually a family heirloom of mine. I believe the librarian stole it from me. As you can understand, it means a lot to me, and I need it back. Would you be so kind? Sure, I have no reason to say no, and also we're in this weird ruins place with creepy music, so I'm not trying to fuck with you. And it is very noble of us. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now I have business to attend to, but you've helped me greatly. I'll be sure to scold that librarian when I see him next. Farewell, child. Alright. Let's see. What do you guys say? Not a bite. I wonder why the sea life is so quiet around here. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything out that way, so I guess let's carry on. Like, look at this person's design. Doesn't that look like it would be like a trainer or like a, you know, an evil team member? I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to all, like, this is a stock old man NPC here. They all kind of look the same, and she looks kind of unique. But anyway. Alright, our mom's back. Did you meet up with that lady? Yes, I did. She took your book. That's strange. Anyway, realized you could have been attacked by wild Pokemon just now. That was sort of irresponsible of me, wasn't it? Yeah, a little bit. I've got good news. A Pokemon professor is giving out Pokemon in the library. You should go and check it out. It's about time you got your own Pokemon. Alright, so we were in the library earlier, but the professor was obviously not there quite yet. So let's go ahead and backtrack to our hometown. So I think they said the region is called Orbtus, if I'm not mistaken. Head inside, and I'm guessing it's through this back here. Did you hear the Orbtus Pokemon? Okay, yeah, it is Orbtus. Alright. It's the Orbtus region. At last, a third person! Seems like it was just first come, first served. I thought more people would be interested in free Pokemon. Obviously not. My name is Professor Redwood. As you may know, I am the Pokemon Professor of the Orbtus region. I've come here to Salanto Town today to seek out talent. You see, I am getting quite old. Can't keep with the fieldwork of my research necessities. For that reason, I need helpers. Okay, so he's kind of stealing from the Professor Oak trope there of him being too old to achieve his dreams. And that guy said, fuck that. I'm pretty sure that guy right there is the player model if you chose the boy character, because I vaguely remember if you are the boy character, then a girl shows up and she pieces out instead of accepting, which I don't know why you would say no, like you're getting a free Pokemon, but I guess he just, I don't know. Well, again, I guess that prospect doesn't appeal to everyone. That leaves you two with the choice of these 3 rare Pokemon. Please go and choose. Alright, buddy, what do you gotta say? You can choose first. Okay, little pussy. Alright, so back-to-back ROM hacks where we're going with the Sinnoh starters. I kind of figured that was the case just based off of the person in the library saying that this has connections to Sinnoh. And I think we have the perfect choice here. I think it makes total sense to go with Turtwig, which eventually evolves into Torterra. We chose Chimchar for the Pokemon Glazed LP. Piplup is my favorite Sinnoh starter, so not trying to spoil anything for when I play Pokemon Platinum, but I'd most likely go with Piplup in that, and I usually do when I play through Sinnoh, at least for my favorite team to use in Pokemon Platinum, or just the Sinnoh games in general. And again, Turtwig kind of fits perfectly with our character being named Gaia, and eventually Turtwig is like a continent Pokemon when it evolves into Torterra. So let's go ahead and choose Turtwig. Gaia received the Turtwig and happy music to go along with it. Its nature seems to be impish. That's interesting. It tells you its nature off rip. And so naturally our rival's going to take Chimchar, so he'll have a type advantage over us. Congratulations, I'm sure you and your Pokemon will bond in no time. Anyway, I have a few errands to run. Meet me at my house in Arkan Town. Not Arkan, the Pokemon from Gen 5, but Arcan. I have one final gift for the two of you. I'll give it to you there. I'm guessing it's Pokedex. So, Gaia, I guess we're going to get to know each other. Hey, I should introduce myself. My name is... Okay, we get to choose. Well, this is interesting. I did not have to think we were going to have to name our own rival. Oh, here you go. I just looked it up because I was looking up Gaia rival as like looking to see if like the goddess Gaia had a rival, and right away it poked up Pokemon Gaia Hack Wiki. The fandom said that Coulter is the rival of the player character. I don't know if that name has any meaning to it, but I'm not creative enough to think of a unique name on the spot. So let's just go ahead and go with what the fan wiki says and name him Coulter. Coultr. That is the correct spelling. And there we go. Name him Coulter, yes. It's nice to meet you. I'll see you in Arkentown, okay? I'm gonna look that up. What does Coulter... or if it has any meaning, or if it's just a random ass thing. A vertical cutting blade fixed in front of a plow? Part of a seed drill that makes the furrow for the seed. So it has something to do with plants, I guess. Which I guess that's fitting for this. So, as it said, our Turtwig is impish nature. I wonder if it's going to be like the other games where it has the... It does! It has the positive IV reflected in red and the negative in blue. I'm hoping this game has the physical special split, but right off rip, that is not a very good nature for our Turtwig. As a grass type, you know, moves like Absorb and the Giga and Mega Drain will be special, but I think moves like, you know, Leaf Blade, I don't even know if Turtwig can learn Leaf Blade, but Wood Hammer, I know is a move that it learns. Those would be physical, so not terrible, and it's never bad to have decent defense, so it's bad, but not horrendous, I would say. I think the worst it probably could have gotten was like lowering physical attack and upgrading speed or something like that, because Turtwig's gonna be slow as is. So yeah, not the best nature, but whatever. I don't really care too much about the natures. I mean, like, it's obviously good to have, you know, helpful natures and ones that boost your desired stats, but again, I'm not going to be too picky about it, and, you know, freaking, okay, so I guess we can't go this way. Arkentown might be the other way. In fact, I would have to guess it is. Since now that we have a Pokemon, we can probably get past the guy that was guarding the route. My sister once went out to Salanto Path without a Pokemon. When she came back, she had a scratch on her leg. Okay, I thought he was going to be like, she was dead. Because I know in Pokemon Glaze, there was some moments in that where there was either like curse words or, you know, stuff that would not normally be in Pokemon games. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what Pokemon are on the first route. We got a Zigzagoon. If I had a Pokeball, I would honestly catch this thing just for HM purposes, but we don't have a Pokeball, and right away we are slower than this damn Zigzagoon, and I can't freaking run from it. Come on, Turtwig. This is not a good start. Here we go. Jeez. We do have 2 free potions, so if we run into a trainer battle, we'll be able to rely on those, if need be. Okay. So, it looks like there's a couple different ways we can go. Let's go ahead and head up here and see what this old man has to say. And there's Rockstar in the way. Tremor causes the rocks to fall down. We need Rock Smash. Okay. Let's keep heading this way. So we've seen Gen 4 and Gen 3 Pokemon so far. Here we are in Arkentown. Professor Redwood's house is right next to the Pokemon Center. I'll talk about prime real estate, yeah, for sure. Just in case we're going to maybe battle Coulter for the first time. I know we're only down 3 HP and we have the free potions, but I like to save the early game items as much as possible, especially in these ROM hacks. You never really know what you're going to run into. Apparently there's a hidden grotto somewhere in this town, okay. I'm B. I just spent all day training in Arkentunnel. This is my pit stop, I suppose. Alright. So, were we supposed to go to Professor Redwood's house? Yes. Ah, Gaia, you made it. Coulter and I were just discussing the gifts I have for you. Like I said in Salanto Town, I need big help. At the moment, though, the 2 of you aren't prepared, so to get you started, I made you these. They're your very own personal care packages. Take yours, Gaia. Get a care package. Hopefully it's like Call of Duty, we have an attack helicopter inside. Go ahead, open them. Oh, we have to manually do it, jeez. Get the Orptus Pokedex. A Redwood card, okay. Town map. And, alright. It's official Redwood membership card. It has all sorts of uses, probably. Okay. Right set of gear. No, the Orptus Pokedex records data on Pokemon you capture. The town map is a map of the Orptus region. It's handy for navigation. The Redwood card officially makes you members of my research team. It's recognized in many circles, so it's very useful. Don't lose it. I almost forgot. Please take these. We get Pokeballs. Very nice. So I'm definitely going to go back and catch a Zigzagoon. for HM purposes. And more potions, great. Remember, you can stock up for more at Pokemarts. Now, have either of you felt the recent tremors? They're worrying me. As you know, the Elders were wiped out by similar earthquakes. If these quakes are related, the whole region could be in danger. I've therefore taken upon myself to get to the bottom of them. So, to get you started, we should check out Ark and Tunnel. That's where I'm headed. Hope to see the two of you there. So, Gaia, I guess we're work partners now. Why don't we extend this to a little rivalry? Let's see who's the strongest trainer. Meet me at the entrance to Ark and Tunnel. We'll fight there. I look forward to it. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the battle with Coulter to start off then. Okay, I wonder if any of them are true. Looks like it's a thing of Relicanth. So we have to head to Ark and Tunnel. There's a couple items that we are not able to access. I hope I'm going the right way. But in any case, we'll get more encounter. Okay, Baniri. So I believe Baniri's Gen 4, if I'm not mistaken. Another normal type. I don't know if Baniri has as much HM coverage as Zigzagoon, so I'm going to pass right now. Okay, it seems like we're not... Wait. Yeah, we can't get past these freaking Psyduck. Psyduck are standing firm, they're not inclined to move at all. Alright. Let's go ahead and backtrack. If I run into a Zigzagoon on our way back to Ark and Tunnel, I will go ahead and catch it. A Glameow. Okay, so lots of normal types right away. But again, I don't think Glameow has as much HM usage, although Glameow is actually not a bad Pokemon. At least I don't think Perugly is. So maybe something we can look into. Another thing with these ROM hacks is that you can kind of go a lot of different ways with how you build your team, because obviously we're not exactly sure what we'll be running into as far as the Pokemon in the playthroughs. Where the hell? Okay. I was just going the wrong way the whole time. You know what? I'll go into the battle missing 3 HP. I don't really mind that. Because we have all those free potions anyway. So here we go. Our first battle in Pokemon Gaia. We have the Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green theme. And he's going to lead off with Scratch. I'm going to start with a Withdrawal. And let's go and start tackling and scratching each other to oblivion. He's going to cancel out the Withdrawal I laid down, but okay, we're doing a lot more damage than he is just off rip. So I think we'll be good just to go right at him and hope for the best here. Okay, he gets a critical hit, but we survive, and there we go. We didn't even need to use the potion. I'm going to... No, I'm not going to use the potion because I'm going to end things off here anyway, so I'll heal up off screen and go catch myself a Zigzagoon. As you see there, our nature's already not helping us out because we don't even get a special attack stat raise. But there we go, we are now 1-0 in Pokemon Gaia. Well, what? How did I lose? You lost because you suck. Alright, I can't believe I lost. Oh well, see you later, alright? And he goes ahead and heads inside the tunnel. So, that'll do it for this first part. I'm just saying right off the bat, I really like how this game is playing. It feels smooth. Seems like we'll probably get a various range of Pokemon as far as different generations go. So I'm pretty excited. Again, I'm not sure when I'll upload this first video because I want to finish up some of the other stuff on the channel first and still get a feel for, this game in general. I've done this when I did the Pokemon Glazed LP. I started recording pretty decent amount of time in advance before I started actually uploading, just to, again, get a feel for the game, finish up some other stuff on the channel, and also just get the feedback of what people want to see. So this might get uploaded as soon as, a couple days from me recording this, or it might be a couple weeks, so we shall see. But anyway, I'm pretty excited to get this going. Another fun project on the channel, and a ROM hack that I'm guessing will be challenging, and we'll get to try out a different variety of Pokemon. And yeah, but for now we've got our starter Turtwig, which I think fits perfectly with our character as well as the game itself. Alright, so anyway, enough jibber jabbering for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, in the next part of Pokemon Gaia, we'll be going through the Arcane Tunnel and seeing what awaits us after that, alright? So that'll do it for me. See you guys next time. Goodbye.